Shake. No, shake. No, up. Sit. Shake. Yes. You said you're finna go live?
Yeah, I just started it. I mean, y'all can still do your thing though. There's no screaming.
Okay.
All right. What's the deal, man? Shalom. Shalom, shalom, man. We wrapping up day 5. Wrapping up day 5. The sun ain't down yet. Over here in Tulsa. Let me drop this link. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm a nice Shalom King. Shalom. We got ties. Shalom. We got somebody brothers in here already. Brittany Ferguson. Shalom. Shalom, shalom. I feel like Brittany Ferguson sounds super familiar. If you've been around, I feel like you've been around for a minute, but I ain't seen you in the chat in a minute. I feel like that's it. Tell me if that's it. Tell me if that's it. You probably been around, but you ain't been in the chat. That's probably what it is. What brothers doing or what it's looking like? What it's looking like? Day 5, live in effect. Hey, Amanad, your Lenza photo going crazy. I forgot to tell you that. It's going crazy. I got one. I got a few on my sleeve. I ain't posted them yet though. What I want to do is airdrop them to my MacBook and then like put it as my little avatar for when I like stop cam. You know, I got this one, but I got some heat. I just got to put them on my MacBook. That way I can put them on there like that. Okay, Con, you said I was right. Come on now, I'm always right. Just kidding, just kidding. Okay. Ty's gonna keep his Sabbath. Con. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay. You gave me some things to read for women. Okay. I think I remember now. Man, I'm finna get back into Judith, man. Ooh, you know what? I can start really knocking out books on the live, you know. Maybe we could like read a chapter. Oh man, you slaving away. I know the vibes. Bro. We all slaves. I know the vibes, man. It's all bad. Especially on the feast day. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Working on feast days, high holy days, fighting demons and madness, dealing with madness on feast days and high holy days. That right there, they get me out the spirit, man. It'll get me completely out the spirit. Who else in here, man? Talk to me nice. Before we jump in this Maccabees. I think today I'm not gonna have Aharon's help. So I'm gonna be getting it in. Y'all know me, I'm real laid back though. When them scriptures come out, I might heat up a little bit. Man, it's been a tough day. Like trying to stay happy for 8 days in a row. We got our work cut out for us. Sheesh. It's tough. It's tough. That's what this feast day about though, Murph, man. We're supposed to be turning up. Yeah. I'm not. You got the right. You got the right idea, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Zion. Shalom, man. Shalom. I ain't never seen you in here before, King. What's the business? What's the deal? How long you been around? How long you been knowing about Sons of Jacob? How long you been knowing about Sons of Jacob? Or how long you been watching Sons of Jacob? And how long you been in the truth? But I like to know what's going on. If y'all can't tell. I like to know who watching. I like to know. All right, man. After that, I'm gonna jump into this Maccabees and we can get our daily bread. We can get our daily bread in. Let me know, Zion. I'm really trying to know that. Let's pull up this. I'm thinking about reading GNT. We're gonna be in First Maccabees, chapter 4. Chapter 4. Yeah. Let's see how thick the chapter is. Probably like 60 verses. I'm gonna be flying through it because I'm in a GNT though. Something slight, something real slight. Something real slight. I am nosy. Bro, what it is I want to know, I want to build relationships with my people. That's all, bro. That's what it is. I want to know. How long you been walking this walk? How long you been knowing? I want to hear a testimony. Bro, you know what? Imagine having a day where we invite viewers on the live. Maybe we could do it to where it's like one viewer. Not right now. Okay. So imagine inviting brothers on the live and we let a brother tell his testimony, like how he came into the truth. That would be mighty. Shalom, King.
Shalom, can you?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead and get situated. Shalom, Aharon. He out there being wicked. That's Officer Aharon, the evildoer. The evildoer. Brothers can't go live. I don't know why, bro. Brothers doing something. That would be lit, though. You feel me? That would be lit. And trying to knock out everybody on one day, that'd be kind of tough. But if we kind of just like started doing, here and there, I'm a nah, you know the vibes, bro. You know the vibes. I'm not tapped in, bro. I'm not too tapped in. But look, imagine, look at him. Bro, I'm so sick. I've been in bed all day. I mean, migraines, body aches, all of that. I know you're getting them cold shivers and chills. Oh, man. Prayer's going to go up. I'm not going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. Yeah, the diet going to pray for you. Man, if y'all hearing this, brothers tuning in, pray for Officer Aharon, man. Ask the Most High to heal his servant so he can do the service, so he can do the work. Let's see. Brother
Yes,
said,
sir. What chapter
"Con,
we going on?
we're gonna be in First Maccabees 4, and I'm gonna read it in the GNT." Let's see. Shalom, Mike. I seen you in the streets blasting the shingles off Esau's rocket. Ella, I've been awake since 2018. Been on other videos of the scriptures, just picking it up, trying to fight these demons. Bro, that's really what it is, man. It's spiritual warfare, man. It's really spiritual warfare, man. It's for real, bro. It's really war, bro. The demons will pull up. It's really like a for real war, bro. I'm telling you, be having a good day and you lacking the whole time, and your enemies is watching you, plotting on you. It's guerrilla warfare. It's anything goes, bro. Anything goes. He attack your rib. He attack your best friend. He attack your daddy just to get you, bro. I'm telling you, just to get you out of the spirit. Just so you make one different decision. You might, bro. I'm telling you, the demons is for real. They out here trying to get you, especially if you keeping commandments. Them demons trying to get you. All right, yada yada. Can I make this up?
Not at all. It's definitely you know that's coming. You know the attack is real. Putting the whole armor on is an everyday duty. You gotta put the whole armor of God on, because if not, he gonna find a weakness in somewhere in your shield, man.
They gonna come
Cause you
get
weren't prepared. Hey, it's like before you even open your eyes, you done already got attacked.
you. He
Each
already done
day.
tapped in with you.
Right.
He done already tapped in with you. I look. Amana said, "Get well. I'm getting sick too. Lord willing, this puts you in a spirit." Aharon immediately responded in the same moment. I don't want Amana to pray for me, brother. You wicked, y'all. See that?
Hey, it's that chemtrails. I'm telling you, that shit on y'all. That shit on
brothers
y'all
be
helmets.
brothers be what is it? Brothers be having evil suspicions. Bro, it's not the chemtrails, bro. It's because you broke a law. I know you did, bro. Why else would you get sick? Bro, you got some
See, you
answers.
can't you can't go around that.
I'm not dealing with
And then even
chemtrails.
the the chemtrails is a sword from the Most High from Esau. So I don't
Bro,
care how you would look at it.
I'm not listening to no nothing, bro.
I don't care how
Bro,
you look at it. It's still all from the Most High. We was just going over that in Sirach 18. It's
18.
the Most
Bro,
High in general.
I'm ignoring everything. Look, this is how I feel. Aharon said, Jake think them trim trails is responsible for everything. That's truly what Jake. Nigga, you sneeze, nigga, looking up at the sky. Nigga, them chemtrails on you, bro. That's funny. That's how Jake
Bro,
is
it's
about the
real.
chariots, though. Jake, you see a damn star, you see a regular star, and you think it's a chariot. Jake see a helicopter, and he just think it's a chariot, a plane. That's how it is, bro. We really be spiritual like that, though.
Yeah, you can't get me to believe in nothing else. Shit be wrong. I'll be knowing what it is. Like, yeah, that's what it is.
That's off, bro. That's
But it's
off.
it's a conspiracy.
That's
Y'all
off,
plotting against me. Nah,
bro.
that's not good,
I
bro.
should have picked up my fro before the live, but I was being lazy. He said the mark of the beast probably the trails, huh? Let them tell it. Like they might have precepts.
So how you want it sliced? You know what I'm saying?
They might have some precepts on it. I'm not convinced, man. Who else in here? Okay, we got Zion. He said, "I like your spirit, bro. That's why I went back and watched some more of the Most I working through you. So yeah, keep on grinding. Okay, I'm following you. Remember when we pray, we had a battle in the body too. Love, kind of. Man, if you like my spirit, man, you got to meet some of the other brothers like Soldier Yada Daya. Brother got to get an iPhone or something so he can actually show his face. Yada Daya
What do you
powerful.
say? Children of the light, we the Israelite.
Out of sight, I saw him on the eyes.
Ain't you ready?
Yeah. Okay, man. I can shoot the breeze with y'all all night. All right, let's get into this though. So first and foremost, we're gonna give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. You already know what time it is, man. It's Feast of Dedication, day 5. Day 5, man. So I've been wanting to read this account. We could have started this off the first day with this account. Because this is the account. This is the account. This is the account. Um, but the Lord moved our spirit in different directions, and that's one of the things we that's one of the things we take seriously is moving in the spirit, especially the young brothers in this camp. Yada die, you young too, brother, because you got a lot of haters, right? The haters keep
I'm definitely young. I'm definitely young.
the haters keep you young. Hey, Yada die, cut me off at any point if you want to get in there and touch on a point or add into my words. Me and you don't always go live, but I already know. You already know. You already know. Oh snap, we got Yahweh's kid. That's a new one. Who is this? Who is Yahweh's kid? Shalom, 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 shalom. Man, tell me something so I can identify, so I can know who you are. How long you been in the truth? How long you been knowing about sons of Jacob? We got melodic tunes. Khan Shalom. Can he tapped in? I'm a not young. Why they own you, bro? You see what Aharon said? That's wicked, bro.
What they say? And I ain't what they say. They sound like 50.
He said you 50. Okay,
Well, the
man.
haters, I told you, boy, them haters gonna keep you young, boy.
Oh, Shalom unique. All right. So let's get it crack. I'm telling you, I can chop it up with y'all, bro. Y'all leave it to me. I'm just be sitting here cracking jokes. Aharon's sick. He over there laughing. All praise to the Most High. I was trying to hop on the game after the live, man, but you, whatever. Bro, tell me why he over there. What they call it, yada dia, when you acting like you sick, playing hooky. He playing hooky.
Yeah, you know how you play hooky, you got the cover around your neck, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as mama wake out, you got the video game in your hand. Like, yeah, we know what you're doing, buddy.
We know. Like she gonna go hop on the game. He playing hooky. He said to hell with that game. Bro, you playing hooky, bro. Stop playing games. You playing hooky. All right, man. Let me jump in here because I'm gonna keep BSing. All right, look. All right, so this is how I be pronouncing his name. Gorgias. It might not be right, but that's what we rocking with. I'm gonna say Gorgias. It's a little bit simpler, I guess. All right. Y'all gonna get to know this man Gorgias and who he is and what he doing when we keep reading. Right? So first Maccabees 4:1. First Maccabees 4:1. It
You want
says
me to go ahead and
Gorgias.
grab it, or you reading
Now,
in G&T first?
yeah, I'm in the
Oh, that's what we
GNT.
coming on. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
And I'm for the most part, I'm gonna stay in the GNT unless I see a verse that I think I really just want to get in the KJV. Because sometimes it do be more powerful in the
Come out
KJV.
the
I can't
KJ.
lie. But it's
Okay,
easier
man.
whenever you're reading a long stuff, like a big passage, it's easier to get through it in the GNT because you don't gotta break
I
down
tried to I,
everything.
I tried to explain that to people, but then certain people don't want to hear that. You were like, dang, you don't mess with the other versions, like what the cake, like whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
See
see it better
us,
as a movie. You
yeah,
can
even
comprehend it a
us,
little bit better.
really, really, really. This is just the overview. When we want to get in there and dissect it and go
Yeah, we're
line up,
gonna get in that KJV.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But
but the
we getting
trans, you gotta have comparative translation. Come on, man. Because if
that.
not, you'll never know. You'll be in there thinking you're supposed to be in Easter. Like why?
Hmm.
KJV say go celebrate Easter.
Yeah,
But
we
kind of
know
I'll
that.
let you start it to me.
We know that's going into Passover. So yeah. All right. So Gorgias took 5,000 infantry and 1,000 of his most experienced cavalry and left camp by night. Real quick, I got to double check this because I believe, like, I'm already in one line. I believe cavalry is just the men that's on horses. I believe it's been a minute. That's not what I want. Cavalry. Yeah, this is what I want. Cavalry, military force. Let me turn off this real quick. So cavalry, I spelled that wrong. That's probably the problem. Military force mounted on horseback, formerly an important element in the armies of all major powers. So whenever the scriptures say cavalry, it's talking about the men that's on them horses, right? If you got a cavalry, you mighty. So anyways, he got 5,000 men on foot, 1,000 on horseback, and they left camp by night. With men from the fort in Jerusalem as his guys, he had planned to make a surprise attack on the Jewish army. So you got Gorgias being wicked. He got some Israelites. He got some men that know Jerusalem. You see how wicked they is? Like they got some, what do you call it? Some snakes. He got a hold of some snakes. And they coming and make an attack on the Maccabees, man. It says, but Judas learned of the plan and moved out with his men to attack the king's army at Emmaus. So Judas, a little birdie came and told him to move. So he started making a move. We playing chess already. You see how we playing chess already? It's already getting crazy.
Really? Yeah. They thought we were slipping.
He thought, but now we making a move. It says, while Gorgias and his troops were still away from the camp, when Gorgias and his army reached Judas' camp that night, they found no one there. They thought Judas and his men were trying to escape, so they started looking for them in the mountains. So he reached the camp. He didn't see Judas. He didn't see the army that he had, so he thought they was making a run for it. He thought they was booking. Look at this. At dawn, Judas appeared in the plain with 3,000 men. Not all of them as well armed as they would have liked. Look how they popped up. You see how they popping up?
They was slipping. Yeah.
They
Guerrilla
popped
warfare got ugly real fast. Cause now y'all ain't ready for war. Y'all thought y'all was ready.
Bro, think about this.
That's
This is
that underestimating your enemy right there.
Bro, look at this. Look at how we
Slipping.
pulled up on them. Think about how much faith you gotta have. Dawn, let's just get the definition. Dawn is the first appearance of light in the sky before the sun rises. So just as it started dawning, Judas Maccabees popped up with 3,000 men. They not really well armed. Everybody don't got swords. Only a few brothers got shields. They kind of lacking, but they popped up anyway. Like, what's the deal? They popped up like, what's the deal? And they in the plain, they in the field. They literally in the field. Mind you, they only 3,000 strong. Well, I can't even say 3,000 strong because they not well armed, but they 3,000 deep. Mind you, Gorgias, he got 5,000 men on foot, and then he got 1,000 infantry. They suited and booted. They ready to go, but we popped up with half the troops. And we ain't even got everybody ain't even got weapons how they would like. Everybody probably ain't got armor and shields. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you go in the
You know
battle,
how we be looking.
say it again.
We be looking. I say, you know how we be looking mighty anyway. Our numbers ain't even gotta be crazy. Like,
He
we
knew.
just be looking mighty.
Yeah, that's how we popped up. Let's see. Let's keep reading. It says they saw the huge Gentile army of experienced troops wearing armor and protected by cavalry. So they seen the Gentile. They see the heathens. They all dressing alike. They all on one accord. You got 5,000 men, boots to the ground, 1,000 protected by the cavalry. So you got 1,000 on them horsebacks, man. And look, the first thing that pop up in a brother mind is like, oh shit, we outnumbered. We might not get them. I don't know. We might have to, brother, doubt is popping up. But let's see what Judas said. It says, but Judas said to his men, don't worry about the size of their army. Don't be frightened when they attack. Look at what he did. He's smooth like this. He understands this. Remember how our ancestors were saved at the Red Sea when the king of Egypt was pursuing them with his army. So he immediately, look at this, he immediately went back to the law. Come on now, bro. Come
bro.
on now, bro. Come
His
on.
faith,
He
his faith
might.
is mighty.
Come on now, bro. The first thing he do is go back to the law. Khan, Shalom, keep God's law. I ain't never seen you before in the chat. Shalom King, what's the business? How long you been in the? Okay, Yakir, he said, SOJ, you've been watching for about 6 months. All praises to the Most High God. All praises to the Most High God. You've been in the truth a year. Khan, so you starting to wax mighty. You getting your game tight, getting your game right. Here in a minute, man, you're gonna be teaching me. We got keep God's law. I mean, with a name like that, man, you gonna wax mighty. How long you been in the truth, and how long you been watching SOJ? You know, we got Hebrew daughter. She faithfully in the chat. Oh, you didn't hear the notification, but you still made it. I ain't even we what 6 verses in or something. So don't feel bad, my comment. It's all love in here. It's all love in here. We got it. All right, let's dive back in this, man. You got something, Yada? Bro, you can pull out presets, whatever you want to do. It's your world.
No, yeah, go ahead right now. It just made me think of that one in Jeremiah where he was like, when it was gonna be no more that the Lord that brung him out of Egypt, but brung him out the north. It just made me think of that. Like that's how you gotta have faith. You gotta always be standing on scriptures. You gotta be mighty with this thing.
Yeah.
Nah, go ahead. Nathan.
Yeah, that's how it gotta be. It gotta be anytime. Yada diet. Tell me if I'm making this up. Anytime something happened in your life, tell me a precept or a testimony from the scriptures. Tell me the scriptures don't pop up, man. They pop up.
You got I mean, what else you gonna be able to fight? What's because you know something is coming against you. You know it's a spirit, so how you gonna fight it? It's a temptation, it's a trial, it's some type of adversity that you gonna have to overcome. How else do you overcome it? Shit, with
Right.
these scriptures, with these laws, yeah.
Exactly. I'm gonna get this in Hebrews. No. It's not Hebrews. It's Ephesians. Right. You said something that made me want to go here, bro. So you got the whole armor guide. You already up on that. You mentioned that earlier, so you really in the spirit. I'm just catching up. Now I gotta grab this because we know that this right here, this Bible, this is our sword. So we gotta have a precept. Where do brothers get that? This is our sword. This is how we make war. This is how we defeat our enemies. This is how we defeat demons. This is how we defeat our emotions. This is how we defeat all of these things. This is how we defeat our enemies, man. It says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. So the sword of the Spirit, the things that you're using to cut down these spirits, these spiritual strongholds, these emotions, these demons, what are you using? The scripture says the word of God. Y'all need that precept. You really need that understanding. If you want to cut down demons, you gotta have your sword. You gotta know your sword. I encourage brothers to get to commit themselves to one sword, to one Bible, and really get to know that Bible. Man, look, man. I tell you what, man. If y'all go through my Bible, it's like this.
Bro,
You see, it's getting like that. This is one of my favorite books. But this is my
the
new
crazy
sword.
thing is,
What you
I
got?
ain't feel like going out. I ain't feel like going to go get my travel Bible. I'm sitting here with my Bible that's in the house. I'm like precepts. I'm like, man, my Bible in the truck is really all the way live.
Yeah.
But it's good to have this one right here with you too. But man, mine's is like yours. The one I got in the truck is like that one right there.
Yeah. Once you get
I'm
seasoned, you can do that. You can have multiple swords. You can start mastering different weapons, But when you first getting in this thing, bro, you gotta learn one weapon, one sword. Get in
right.
that.
I mean, because even now, I found a precept going into what I was talking about, but it ain't the precept I'm looking for. But I grabbed that Jeremiah 23:8, but it ain't the one I'm looking for because he literally said,
Oh, you talking about the
but
land
I
of the
know
north?
it's not. Yeah, but the way he worded, he was like, yeah, we won't say no more in that day the Lord that brought us up out of Egypt, but him that brought us out of the land of the north.
Right.
But
So that's
I
I
got
got
this Jeremiah 23:8.
I got the precept for you. It's Jeremiah 16 and 15. You know why? Because it's marked up.
Because it's marked right. That's why I
It's
said
marked
my
up.
Bible in the car gonna take me right to that.
Look, it's
But
marked up. I got you. It's
I know
Jeremiah.
it's in, yeah. I'm like, I know it's in Jeremiah. I'm thinking it was in Jeremiah 19. I'm looking 16.
Hey, yeah. See, I be flipping the nines with the 6 too. I do that. My
Mm-hmm.
brain do that. Tell me if that's what you was looking for. It's another one.
It's
Well, it
another
started
one
at
too.
14. It started at 14. That's what you want. Jeremiah 16 and 14.
Yeah, that's the one right there. 14.
I got you. I'm gonna pull it up.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna read it for you, and then if you want, you know, edify, you can edify.
Nah, it's just a thought process of just what our faith goes into, what we're gonna be standing on, just like he stood on that. He said this the Lord that split the Red Sea. Like it's the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. Like we gotta have our faith built on that. Right now, like even now, our faith is so built on Yahweh. We haven't seen Yahweh in this generation, what our eyes that we could remember, we haven't seen Yahweh. So that even proved more faith that we believe in Yahweh Shah. Like, though, that's why when we go to scriptures that's dealing with Yahweh Shah, it's proving our faith. We ain't got to see him, just like Noah didn't get to see rain, but he knew it was gonna rain because Yahweh said it. So I just see the same thing with this.
Perfect. I get it now. I see. I'm following the train of thought. I see it. So, First Maccabees 4 and 10. He hard, bro. It says, "Now let us ask the Lord to have mercy on us. Let us pray that He will honor His covenant with our ancestors and crush this army when we attack today." Like they ready to attack them. Let's go. It
Let's
says
get it.
that all the what you got?
Nah, I said shit. Let's go. Let's get
Let's
it.
get it.
Time for the room.
He ready to bro. His mind wasn't set on fleeing. His mind was set on attacking. Even though they outnumbered. I mean, bro, you got an army that's double the size of yours. They're more in order. All of them is what it say? Experienced. All of them are experienced wearing armor. He not backing down. He got the most I got with him. What we gonna do? We finna attack. It says, verse 11. Then all the Gentiles will know that Israel has a God who rescues and saves them. When the Gentiles saw Judas and his men preparing for battle, they moved out of their camp to fight. Then Judas and his men sounded their trumpets. So they seen us in the plain. We ready to fight. What you want to do? It says, Judas and his men sounded their trumpets, and then they attacked. The Gentiles broke ranks and fled into the plain. That quick. That quick. It started getting gritty and ugly that quick. That quick. Judas said, look, don't fear them. Don't be afraid. Remember who we serving. We serving the master of the universe. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The God who delivered us from the Egyptians, who parted the Red Sea for us and swallowed up our enemies. Come on now, bro. And they all broke rank and they fled, man. Like that little 3,000 band that Judas Maccabees put together, they start getting on their ass. It says, but all the strangers were killed. Or excuse me, all the stragglers were killed. So the ones that broke rank, they kind of got caught up. They kind of got consumed. It says the Israelites pursued the enemy as far as Gezer, the plains of Idumea, and the towns of Azotus and Jamniah. Altogether, they killed about 3,000 of the enemy. So they took down 3,000 men. It wasn't supposed to go like that. But when you got the Most High God, anything is possible. Is anything too hard for the Lord? Of course not. Of course not. But we're just getting started. We're just getting started. It says, when Judas and his army came back from the pursuit, he said to his men, don't be greedy for loot. Gorgeous and his army are nearby in the mountains. So there is still heavy fighting ahead of us. We must stand firm and fight. After that, you can safely take all the loot you want. So you know how Jake is. Niggas trying to get the first fruits. Brothers trying to get the gold, trying to take their armor off their body, trying to do, trying to have their way with the loot. But Judas had to kind of set some order. Look, hold on, we ain't win yet. We have not won yet. It's still 3,000 men out there trying to kill us. It says Judas was just finishing his speech when an army patrol on a scouting mission looked down from the mountains. So one of the spies was scouting us, and Judas seen him. It says, and saw that their army had been put to flight. They could tell from the smoke that their camp was burning. When they saw this, they were terrified. And when they also saw that Judas' army was in the plain ready for battle, they all fled to Philistia. That's hot, bro. That's just the first 20 verses, bro. It's popping off.
Just getting started.
Popping off. Bro. It's popping off, bro. I was out of the spirit, but now I'm in the spirit. Now I'm in the spirit. What is going on? I got to put this guy. I'm blocking this guy, bro. I'm not even going to time out him. I'm not feeling the Tinder guy.
What are you on?
It say, look, bro. It say 69mega.com. I'm cool.
Oh yeah, that'd be that bull. Yeah.
What's going on? We're not trying to find out Tinder girls, all right? Good looking honky. What's going on, man? You finna get blocked too. Look at this. They find out how to get back in there, man. Why? We're just trying to teach the Bible. That's all. I'm gonna put this guy in timeout. Look, man, it's crazy. Madness going in the chat. We reading the Bible, and look, I mean, I called it early. I was trying to ignore it, but madness. All right. Let's dive back into it. It's getting lit. It says, then Judas returned to loot the enemy camp. He took large amounts of gold, silver, blue and purple cloth, and other rich plunder. So if y'all don't know, he taking the gold, he taking the silver, but it says the blue and purple cloth and other rich plunder. So getting your hands on a blue garment, purple cloths, purple garments, that's really valuable in these times. Right, because it's an extensive process to make them garments, to have that kind of color. It says, when the Jews came back to their own camp, they sang a hymn, the Lord is worthy of praise, his mercy endures forever. That day brought a great victory to the people of Israel. The Gentile troops that escaped, they went to Lysias and reported all that had happened. When Lysias heard that his troops had lost the battle, he was shocked and disappointed that Israel had not been defeated as the king had commanded. So it was an upset. But I always say this, the Most High loves an underdog. He loves an underdog. Come on now, he always go for the underdog. It says, in the following year, Lysias gathered an army of 60,000 well-trained infantry and 5,000 cavalry, intending to conquer the Jews. So you got 60,000, 60,000 men, boots to the ground, well-trained men. This isn't no ragdoll army. These men have been trained.
They expert in war. Right, they expert in war, man. It's real.
It is real. And it says they want to conquer the Jews. That's crazy. Let's see what's going on. It says they marched into Idumea and camped at Bezer. Judas came to meet them with 10,000 men. He crazy. Tell me he's not crazy.
Ready for war.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
nuts. This don't even sound right. You got 65,000 men. Judas, he showed up with 10,000 men. Like, what's up? What's the deal? What you want to do? What we on? He's nuts, bro. He's mighty like that. See me, I think Yadadiah, you like this too. We real analytical. I'm online. Okay. Give me a minute. Yeah, I take zucchini. All right, so we real analytical. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong about that. I feel like you real analytical.
Nah, yeah, I definitely gotta analyze and look thoroughly through on both sides. I can't look on just one side. I gotta look at both ends. I gotta flip the coin. I gotta look at the other side. I gotta do examination. I gotta investigate what's going on.
You got to look at the numbers. I'm always about probability. I want to, anytime I make a risk, I'm making a risk. It got to at least, my number, it got to be in my favor. You know what I'm saying? But Judas Maccabees, he was so mighty. And that's part of, bro, that's one thing we're going to have to work on. Not when it comes to the Most High God, being analytical is really good, though, because there's wisdom in that. It's like prudence. It's prudence. You pick your battles, you know, you got understanding. You looking at what's on the table. You looking at the cards, what you finna play down. You gotta be wise. But at some point, you gotta have faith and you gotta be able to depend on the Most High God, no matter the odds, no matter what the board looks like, no matter what's on the table. So we gotta make sure our strength of being analytical don't become a weakness. That's what we burden with, Yadadiah.
Yeah.
Because look, we
you
already
got
know
me
this.
meditating on it now. I'm like, damn, hell yeah.
Because we really like that. We really like that. And this is what it's gonna come down to. The classic. Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination unto the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So we just gotta balance out. We gotta balance it out. You can't, you know, even if the odds not in our favor, we gotta be ready. We gotta be ready.
That's the thing. That's the thing with us is like we just so logical thinkers that it's hard to balance that out because you gotta have that sincere faith in there somewhere. Like you can't just only think logical. Like the Most High is dealing with you giving your like you said, giving the shit, the stuff that don't look like it's supposed to happen. You still gotta, okay, I gotta give it to the Most High because hey, it's a possibility. Even though the odds is low, it's not in my favor. But yeah, logically, I'm gonna try to think rationally. Like, nah, I gotta make this from A to Z. It gotta add up. It can't be no in betweens, you know. But yeah, that's a good balance.
It is, bro, because it kind of gets to a point when we so analytical, we can start depending on ourselves more than we depend on the Most High. You know, we trying to figure a way out when we need to, you know, let the Most High figure it out. Because if leave it up to me, I'm not going into battle with 10,000 men versus 65,000 men. I need at least, at the very least, I'm trying to make up half. I need at least like 30. I need at least maybe I'm trying to get like 50,000. I'm trying to match what he bringing, you know.
I better say I'm trying to double it because I want to make sure I get rid of you.
That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. That's our burden though. Hey, knowing your weakness, knowing your strength, and knowing your weakness, that's key. That's key. But we all right though.
Right.
We gonna work on it. You know, we've been working on that. We've been muscling up our faith. We do this every day, but it's easy to say it. It's easy to talk about it. It's easy to say you got faith.
Yeah, it's right. Because it's the same thing with knowledge. Like you can know all the scriptures, you can know the law, but if you don't ever place that into play, like actually living the law, then you ain't got no wisdom. because you're not applying it. You know what I mean? That's the aspect of however you want to look at everything. Until you start applying it, you just know of it. So you know better than the ignorant person who don't know it, because you're not doing it. So ain't no wisdom behind it.
Facts. I agree exactly, 100%. Um, Mark 4:14. Yeah, the source of the word. Hey, Satan come immediately. Mattathias, bro, you got to stay mighty. You got to stay mighty. It's definitely a spiritual battle. Hey, eating on food like this is really good. It's gonna help you get back in the spirit. That way you can see them demons coming. Just being able to identify. I'm gonna say this, bro. When it comes to dealing with any demon, half the battle is being able to identify it, bro. So just you being mighty enough to identify who you fighting, what demon you battling, bro. You halfway there, and then being able to admit it, bro. Come on now, you gonna be all right for real. Now you just gotta grab your loins. Now you gotta create good habits. Shalom, shalom, shalom. It's my Nigu Virgo. My birthday in September. Yeah, people would say I'm a Virgo. What do
And we
Bashem?
ain't we ain't dealing with that madness though.
Yeah, we're not dealing with that madness. Yeah, we ain't dealing with what is it called?
No,
I'm having
no horoscopes.
yeah, we're not on
What
that.
is that? Signs or whatever. I don't know what it is. We ain't dealing with.
Khan. See, the brother got the breakdown. Bahashem means in the name, and Yahweh Shah is the Messiah. Khan. He saves. Yahweh Shah means the Savior or He saves. Right. All praise to the Most High. So, okay, I missed a word. Bahashem is in the name. Hamashiach is the anointed. The anointed. And Yahweh Shah is like the Savior. So, in the name of the anointed Savior, you know. So let's get it back cracking. See, yada yada. These kind of lessons are so chill and laid back. It's chill, ain't it?
Yeah,
You
it's
could
definitely chill, especially when you get to interact with the chat. That's dope.
right. We could do this all day. Um, it says, woo. Okay, so they meeting up. They at Bethzer. Judas, he's sliding with 10,000 men. It says, now when Judas saw how strong the enemy's army was, he prayed immediately, bro. Immediately, he started throwing up a prayer. That's something y'all got to take notes. Anytime you face with an enemy, man, throw up a prayer. That's mighty. Get in the spirit. It says, we will praise you, Savior of Israel. You broke the attack of the giant by the hand of your servant David, and you let Saul's son Jonathan and the young men who carried his weapons defeat the entire Philistine army. So if you haven't read the book of Samuel, 1st and 2nd Samuel, these are some accounts that you're going to read. When you do read it, you're going to see how David, he knocked down a giant, knocked him down. And you're going to see how Saul's son Jonathan, he knocked down a Philistine army. He knocked them down. Mighty. It says, now in the same way, let your people, Israel, defeat our enemy. Put them to shame in spite of all their confidence in their infantry and cavalry. Because when you got numbers, when you got the numbers, you're confident. You feeling good. On paper, it looked good. On paper, it looked like you won the battle easy. But he said, put them to shame in all their confidence. He said, make them afraid. Let their bold strength melt away. Let them tremble at the prospect of defeat. We love and worship you. So let us kill our enemies that we may sing your praises. Ah, come on now. If I was out there fighting for Judas Maccabees, my heart would have been set on fire when he said this. When he prayed this, I would have got on fire, bro. I would have did a double
Instantly.
backflip. What you say?
I said instantly you would have been ready for your sword to have some blood on it.
Instantly. Instantly. It says the battle began. And in the hand-to-hand fighting, about 5,000 of Lysias' men were killed. So immediately the battle kicking off, and he down 5,000 men. Already. It says when Lysias saw that his army was being defeated, and when he
Bro,
saw,
that was mighty.
bro, you hear me? You hear me? What's going on?
5,000 men drop.
Wow. And he back there
Bro,
watching, bro, because the
he up
general,
there shook now.
bro, you
You
hear
know
me?
you
Like,
shook when you see something like that. Like, dang, oh, we about to die.
bro, you
Yeah.
know, when you the general, you kind of sit in the back. You might be on a little slope, a little hill, and you watching the battle happen. You might be standing, you might be sitting on your horse, and you calling shots, making plays, but he see 5,000 men get knocked down. Let's see what 35 say. Look at this, Ike. It says, and when Lysias saw that his army was being defeated, and when he saw the reckless courage of Judas and his men, the reckless courage. Come on now, we not even thinking about. We not losing. We out there. What? I'm finna put these hands on you. I'm finna beat on your helmet. It's finna go like that. We don't care if you got 6 times as many men as us. You're losing. You should have had more.
Word.
He crazy, bro. It says, look, who showed that they were ready to live or die with honor. Bro, all of these
Like,
men, you got 10,000 men ready to die for the Most High God.
mighty man. Man,
Mighty
I
men.
can't wait to get that spirit from your house.
A black man with knowledge is very dangerous. A black man with a sword is very dangerous. With knowledge and a
And a
sword,
sword.
there we go.
Right.
It's real dangerous. And in order, it says he returned to Antioch. He had to get up out of there. After he seen this, he got up out of there. He returned to Antioch, sent them home. It says there he recruited some mercenaries and planned to return to Judea later with a much larger army. So he was like, man, retreat, retreat. And his plan was to go get
Like
more men.
he said, we gotta go get more people.
It's only 10,000 of us.
Damn. Whole
Bro,
time they got the most people anyway. He like, we still need more.
bro, that is
Five
not
thousand got wiped down so quick.
got knocked down. Bro, have you ever fought 6 people at once?
Nah, not six. What? No, I take that back. It might have been close to it. It might have been close. I didn't win. I know that.
Bro, each man was tasked with that.
Bro, I got saved. I got saved the other months. I was thankful.
How you get, oh, you feel like you comfortable with talking about it or what?
Oh yeah, it ain't nothing. Hey, I got I didn't know I was about to get jumped. So the first person I handled, then I got, hit up from behind. I'm kind of fighting him. Then I got dumped. So I'm kind of getting stumped. And then I got a family member come out of nowhere with that sword in real life. And I'm still here today. So you know how that
It was like roaches when the kitchen light turned
Yeah,
on.
yeah, that sword came in handy. It
Yeah.
wasn't nothing like the swords of old, but yeah, man, that handy dandy, man.
Oh snap! Handy
But yeah, I
dandy.
was getting handled. I was getting handled. I was as soon as I got slammed like that third time, they kinda made sure I didn't get up. So it was getting real.
It was getting ugly, huh?
It was getting real.
Fighting
That's
six,
that's why the
fighting two
most I
men,
came through. Right.
fighting
Two
two.
men to know 2 men know what they doing. Come on. With power, like yeah, you better have hands. I done been there before.
But that's the odds. That's the numbers. That is literally the numbers. 10,000 versus 65,000. Each man got to be able to at least handle 6 men.
Yeah.
A little over that, really, because they got that extra 5,000, and
Hey,
that's
that's why that's why we gotta keep training. That's why we gotta keep training. Like, we should be
you
able to
gotta
handle
keep,
that with no problem.
bro. You got these with some faith behind every blow, you gonna be all right. All right, let's keep reading. So he left the Antioch. He was trying to recruit some more mercenaries so he can have a bigger army. It says Judas and his brothers said, "Now that our enemies have been defeated, let us go to Jerusalem to purify the temple and rededicate it." Kwam Yasharallah, all praise to the Most High God. All praise to the Most. This is why we celebrate Feast of Dedication, because we were rededicating the temple to the Most High God. But this is what it took. 10,000 men went against 65,000 men.
Mighty.
It says, so the whole army was assembled and went up to Mount Zion. And there they found the temple abandoned, the altar profaned, the gates burned down, the courtyards grown up in the forest of weeds, and the priest rooms torn down. In their sorrow, they tore their clothes, cried loudly, threw ashes on their heads, and fell down on the ground with the signal. It says, when the signal was given on the trumpets, everyone cried out to the Lord.
Let me throw this classic on her real quick. I'm gonna go to 2 Samuel 22. I'm gonna start on 49 or 48. Yeah, I'm gonna start on verse 48. 2 Samuel 22 and 48. And it reads, "It is God that avenges me, and that bringeth down the people under me, and that bringeth me forth from my enemies, that also has lifted me up on high above them that rose up against me, that has delivered me from the violent man. Therefore I will give thanks unto thee, O Lord, among the heathen, and I will sing praises unto thy name. He is the tower of salvation, for he is king, and showeth mercy to his anointed, unto David, and to his seed forevermore." Just put that classic on there, showing how our faith, how we should always be strengthened and know the Most High is going to avenge us from our enemies, as we see even in this first Maccabees, dealing with the context of us taking back the temple. So
Khan. Shalom from Egypt to Israel. Shalom. Let's see what else going on. Learn right or left dumb. I'm Israel, but do y'all accept Gentiles in the promise? No, sir. The promise was given
we
to
is the
Abraham.
Gentiles.
Yeah, it's for the children of Israel. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's who the promises was for. Right? When you read Romans chapter 9, I'm gonna grab it real quick. This is a classic. Now, this is what our beloved brother Paul went into. Now, when you're in the truth long enough, you find out that this Romans chapter 9 ain't nothing to play with. It's a classic for a reason. And I get
Right.
to the point. It says, I'm gonna start at 3. It says, for I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. So we talking about his brethren, his kinsmen, his family, according to the blood, according to the flesh, who are Israelites. Now, mind you, back in the day, the letters wasn't broke down in chapters and in verses. It was just a letter. When you write a letter, you don't break it down in chapters, and every verse you do every line you put verse 1 and verse 2. That's not how it was broken down. So you got to keep that in context. Now you see this colon right here. It's important to understand colons and semicolons, as you can see right here. So whenever you see semicolons, whenever you see colons, he's finna list off something. And it's dealing with the same concept. So you'll see, this is just general information that I'm giving y'all so y'all can understand the scriptures better when y'all are reading on your own time. So if I was to read the last verse in Romans 9, it don't necessarily mean that Paul is done going into the same thing, just because we're in chapter 10. He could still be talking about the same thing from chapter 9. Because the scriptures wasn't written, the letters wasn't written and broken up by chapters. You'll see midway through a chapter that the context will change into something different. So that's just some basic understanding y'all got to have when y'all dealing with the scriptures. Anyways, he said, who are Israelites? So the ones that are by blood, according to the flesh, his brethren, his kinsmen, his family are the Israelites. It says, and they are the ones who pertaineth the adoption. So they're the ones who the adoption is for. It says, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of God, and the promises. And the promises. So the promises were given to the Israelites. Right? So we can't give the Gentiles the promises. We cannot do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. You got anything you want to add on that, Doc?
I mean, just going into salvation, man, it is proven that, salvation, us being delivered from the heathen, the Israelites being delivered. So, just gotta, it's so rough when you will feel like you shouldn't have to go nowhere outside of that Romans to even prove anything, but it's crazy because it's clear cut. I'll throw a classic on it, but I ain't really got
Right?
too
It really
much
say
on
what
it.
it say.
Say what it say.
So
I
the
mean, it
brother
ain't
said
really
that. So the brother said,
Go ahead.
Ty's trying to get me hot. Look at him. You see this? Ty's. He trying to get me hot. Don't do that, Doc.
He said, I said, get him.
You see him? He trying to get me hot. He trying to get me hot. No.
Nah, we go. I heard we'll drop this precept, but we can go for it. We ain't gotta. We'll
Yeah,
just.
we like being nice to the brothers, man. If we
Yeah,
gotta get on that, we will. But we peaceable
Not
brothers.
about to say. We gonna
Edifying.
let him. We gonna let him. We gonna feed him. That way he can. This word can convert him over to the truth. So
Yeah. It's
all
not.
you gotta do is
But Ty's
listen.
know how I be in the meditation station. That's why he said, "Let we be in there, man. If y'all want to get into some mock debates where
I'm
the
about to say
whole
now if they want smoke. About to say we
right,
can start going live just for smoke. Like that's a whole nother ordeal.
yeah. But if you want to, if your passion is to learn the words of the Most High God, get more fluent in the scriptures, I encourage our brothers to add me on Instagram or Facebook at Maharakah. And if y'all really sincere about that, we got this chat that we go into with the brothers. A lot of brothers in the campus in there. Brothers from all over the states is in there. And we go in there and we talk about the Bible. We discuss the Bible and we build each other up. We do mock debates. And we just strengthen each other. But he said, growing up as a Catholic, we were taught that we can walk in faith and that the laws were a burden. Tell me, bro. Now you on our side now, but listen, that's madness. He said, okay, I missed a comment. He said, sons of Jacob, do y'all walk in faith or keep all the laws? So I'm gonna tell you right now, walking in faith does not exclude the laws. Walking in faith includes the laws. That's the problem. Them
Yeah,
teaching
you
you
can't have one without the other. he trying to
oh,
separate the two. They
look
one
at
in
him.
likeness.
Okay, so he do want to be a demon. So now I'm finna go there with you. You said growing up as a Catholic, we were taught to walk in faith and that the laws were a burden. Is it a burden to honor your father and your mother? Is it a burden to not commit adultery? Is it a burden to not covet your wife, your brother's wife? You telling me that's a burden? Brother, you sound crazy. You sound retarded. You sound like you just want to sin. You telling me it's a burden to not murder your brother, to not hate your brother in your heart? Bro, you sound retarded. Get off of the chat. Look at this, bro. Now I'm finna Bro, you don't. What are you talking about? You're nuts. It sounds like y'all go against everything I,
Look
brother.
out, look out.
What?
I wouldn't even go. I wouldn't even go
Why,
there with him because he trying to throw you out the spirit. Let's finish the lesson. That's a
brother?
he decoy
All right.
schizoid.
Hey, y'all done died. You saved them, bro. It's cool. We go get out of
Yeah,
there.
he a decoy. He a decoy.
Bro, he a decoy. All right, let's get back in this word, man. So look, it says there they found the temple abandoned, the altar profaned, the gates burned down, the courtyards grown up in the forest, the weeds in the priest's rooms torn down. So our temple was abandoned. Our altar profaned. They offering swine's flesh on it, sacrificing to other gods on this altar, just doing swine's flesh. It's just madness. Everything is upside down. They wasn't taking care of the temple no more. It said it looked like a forest of weeds. It says in their sorrow, they tore their clothes, cried loudly, threw ashes on their heads. So they really crying to the Most High God, and they fell down on their face. And when the signal was given on the trumpets, everyone cried out to the Lord. So they on one accord, begging out to the Most High. It says, then Judas ordered some of the soldiers to attack the men in the fort while he purified the temple. So Judas all over it. He got a laser beam focus on recovering the temple so he can rededicate it to the Most High God. If you tell me that ain't a man of God, then what is? What is? If this ain't a man of God, then what is? Then what is? It says he chose some priests who were qualified and who were devoted to the law. He chose some priests of the stock of Levi who were qualified. They had a good reputation, honor brothers, notable brothers who were always devoted and zealous for the laws of the Most High God. Come on, now he's doing it right. It says they purified the temple and took the stones that had been defiled and put them in the unclean place. So they cleaning up the temple. The stones that had been defiled, they put them in their own little place. We're not dealing with those. We finna clean this temple up. It says they discussed what should be done with the altar of burnt offerings, which had been desecrated. So they kind of get down to the bottom. How should we go about building a temple? It says, which had been desecrated by the Gentiles, and decided to tear it down so it would not stand there as a monument to their shame. So they tore down the altar. So they seeing it's kind of defiled. Instead of just trying to clean it up, they tore it down. They tore it all down so they could build it up, and so it wouldn't be so it would be undefiled. It says, and they put stones in a suitable place on the temple hill where they were to be kept until a prophet should appear and decide what to do with them. See that? The brothers is being
Salaki.
prudent. Go ahead, King.
Not only are these brothers displaying keeping the law, but they showing how much faith they have in the Most High by keeping the law. By what they're doing right here, man, it goes hand in hand. That's why I say if you just finish with your lesson, man, we gonna cut him as we go because he ain't talking about nothing.
Con. He probably getting daggered right now. We just chilling. We ain't even on that. We ain't even on that, bro. We came on here just chilling with our people, bro. Anyways, it says, then they took uncut stones as the law of Moses required and built a new altar like the old one. So when you
So
build
that's
go ahead.
faith right there.
Yeah.
They keeping the law and they proving their faith right there. They proving how much they believe in Yahweh by obeying Yahweh. So it's
No,
the law and faith goes hand in hand.
no, Ak, it was a burden.
No, it's proving your faith. You have to walk in your faith. You have to prove it. You have to live it. And the only way to live it is by obeying the Most High. The only way we obey the Most High is by keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments. It's the first commandment is dealing with faith, isn't it?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
It's only that literally goes into faith, right?
Hey, look at
You
this.
have to believe in something to have faith in it. You have to believe it. Believe what you can't see.
But he lacked understanding. They did a terrible job in that Catholic Church. So this is the book of James, chapter 2, verse 14. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he have faith and have not works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto him, depart in peace, be ye warm and filled, notwithstanding, ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit? Even so, faith, if it does not have works, it is dead, being alone. So if a brother say he got faith and he don't have no works behind it, it is pointless. What's the point of you saying, look, a homeless man says, look, I'm cold. And you say, look, bro, be warm. Just stop being cold. Be warm. I know it's cold outside, but you ain't got to be cold. Just be warm. It don't do nothing for you. It's idiotic to actually say that and to be moving in that kind of spirit. Now, if a brother say he cold and you say, here go a coat, be warm. Now it makes sense. Now you're actually applying the law, statutes, and commandments and proving that you have faith. Because if you don't have works, your faith is dead, being alone. Look at what he said. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. He said, show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. So he said, look, a man might say, he might be exactly whatever the dude name was, left or right. A man might say he has faith. He said, how are you? Show me your faith without your works. How can you have faith without having works? How can you have faith without keeping the commandments? This is the reply. This is how you answer him. I'm going to show you my faith by my works. So you can tell that Yadadiah got faith because I can see his works. I can see him keeping the commandments. I can see him being obedient to the Most High God. I can see him following the steps that Yahushua laid right before his feet, which was obey the Most High God. Like, bro, you're done. You got to stop. You got to stop with the madness. Getting back to the Maccabees. It says they repaired the temple inside and out and dedicated its courtyards. They made new utensils for worship and brought the lampstand, the altar of incense, and the table for the bread into the temple. Now, all of these things that is naming off is things that we had in our temple. It says, so they brung the lampstand, the altar of incense, the table for the showbread. Look, it's all there. It says they burned incense on the altar and lit the lamps on the lampstand, and there was light in the temple. So they had the menorah giving light again. Come on now, baby. It says they placed the loaves of bread. Let me grab this real quick. So this is, I want to get this is a menorah right here. This is the lampstand. So it's supposed to have seven candles on it. Some of them got 9, and we don't really get down with that. That's not it. You gotta have 7 on it, right? Like this one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So the small hats, they'll pop up with 9. They'll pop up with 9 like this. But that's not what the Lord dealing with. That's not what the Lord dealing with. Right? The menorah is important. It gives light in the temple. It says they placed the loaves of bread on the table, hung the curtains, and completed all the work. All praises to the Most. Look at that. I'm going to show you my faith by my work. Right? We just read that. They completed the work. That's how you know they got faith. They went to war against 65,000 men. That's how you know you got faith. Come on now. It says the 25th day of the 9th month, the month of Keslev, in the year of 148 was the anniversary of the day the Gentiles had desecrated the altar. On that day, a sacrifice was offered on the new altar in accordance with the law of Moses. So on the day The anniversary day when they desecrated our altar, that's the day that we had. Come on now, bro. That's the day that we rededicated the altar to the Most High God. That's spiritual as hell. It says the new altar was dedicated and hymns were sung to the accompaniment of harps, lutes, and cymbals. So brothers was getting in the spirit. Brothers singing songs, man, making mirth. It says all the people bowed down their faces to the ground in worship and praised the Lord for giving them victory. It says for 8 days they celebrated the rededication of the altar. So this is why we do this, man. This is day 5. The sun kind of down where I'm at. So we entering into day 6. Day 6, man. Day 6. Day 6, man. But we celebrate this feast day. We celebrate Feast of Dedication. Another name for Feast of Dedication is Hanukkah or Hanukkah. You know, it's all the same thing. It's when we rededicated the altar to the Most High God. You feel me? And we celebrate it. How do we do it? With great joy. It says they brought burnt offerings and offered fellowship offerings and thank offerings. So what we was doing, we was bringing offerings to the Most High God. Do you want to get in there? I thought you said something.
Not lie.
Okay, kind. It says they decorated the front of the temple with gold crowns and shields, rebuilt the gates and the priest rooms, and put doors on them. Come on now, man. They getting in the spirit. It says, now that the Jews had removed the shame which the Gentiles had brought, they had a great celebration. So this is what we own. We got to have a great celebration. A great celebration. So I'm going to go sip some cognac. Ain't cognac made from grapes?
Don't let me lie to you. I don't want to save something I don't really just know for sure. I have to look into it, look it up. Yeah, we on Google right now.
Okay, check it out. Let's see.
I'm gonna grab this classic right quick. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Officer Thahum told me.
I'm gonna grab this Proverbs 6:22. Proverbs 6:22 reads, when thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and the reproofs of instruction are the way of life, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Going into that strange woman is to keep you away from these false doctrines, keep you out of the world, you know, because hell, we keeping the feast of dedication, but they trying to keep Christmas. So us keeping this law is gonna separate us from that flattery woman, because you know the to the unknowing who don't know the law, Christmas looks real flattering. It looks real seducing. So that's why we want to meditate and talk about the commandments, the law. It's gonna reproof us. That's why we're in this feast of dedication, because it's gonna guide us. And that's why my heart's going in feeding the sheep right now.
Con. So upon my quick research, all cognac comes from brandy. All cognac comes from brandy. Now, brandy can be made from any kind of fruit, like pears, apples, including grapes. But cognac is like a specific type of brandy. It's like in its own section. It's a brandy, but it's certain requirements that it got to meet to be called a cognac. I know they got particular requirements in order for it to be called a cognac. I know it got to be made in France. But yeah, that's all I got. I've been hearing that, but I wanted to research that myself. So yeah, maybe turning up, man. Let's finish out this chapter. It says, then Judas, his brothers, and their entire community of Israel decreed that the rededication of the altar should be celebrated with a festival of joy and gladness. Joy and gladness at the same time each year. So we got to do this every year, man, with joy and with gladness. It says beginning on the 25th of the month of Kislev, lasting for 8 days. It says, then they built high walls and strong towers around Mount Zion so that the Gentiles could not come in and trample and defile it again. So they fortifying it up so the heathens can't get in, right? The heathens can't get in because when they come in, they start just killing people and destroying the temple and defiling the altar of the Most High God. Right, so they can't get the promises. They can't get in. I don't see how you can hate on the outside of the club. You can't even get in. It says Judas placed a detachment of soldiers there to guard the temple. He also fortified at the town of Beth-Zur so that the people of Israel will have a fortress facing Idumea. See, look, man, we moving with prudence. All right, he mighty like that. He mighty like that. He mighty like that.
I'm about to get on this. About to get on this 1800. So I'm on for the night.
If you on some tequila.
Tequila.
Man, I like tequila, bro. I got this tequila you need to try, bro. It's called Honduras. Honduras.
Honduras.
Did you try it?
Juanito. I think I know what you're talking about.
This right here, bro. Best tequila I tried. Not even gonna cap. The Blanco. This one right here.
A little bit with my red.
Yeah, this one. This one right here, bro. It was either this one or this one on the right. No. It was this one. It's a little expensive, bro, but it's actually the best tequila I had so far. Not even gonna lie to you, but hey, bro, I appreciate you tapping in and helping me out with the live, bro. It was wow. I didn't even hold on, bro. I pulled it up on my screen. I forgot that I stopped screen sharing.
I was just about to say, you got the shirt. I don't even know what you never showed me.
I'm going off, bro. Like, check it out. It's this one right here.
Yeah, but that cognac on .9, I never had that.
Oh, the Anzac?
Yeah, that's on point.
That's the league.
Yeah.
Bro, Lord willing, we make it, bro. I'm gonna make me a little something. Lord willing, if the Lord allow it, I'm gonna make me my own little drink. Bro. I don't know if it's gonna be wine, strong drink, both, or if I just got a fat shop where brothers can sell they walk. You know, brothers want vineyards, man. Brothers.
Bro, you definitely can. From what I'm sitting back watching, E40 do his thing. It's definitely a wide open market.
I'm talking about in the kingdom. I want something.
Oh yeah, you know that's even crazy. I didn't even know you was going with it.
I'm gonna have a fat vineyard, Lord willing. Oh, I gotta check out the comments real quick. All praises to the Most High, man. Learn right or left dumb. Man, one of these days, man, we're gonna bring you up here and we're gonna talk. We're gonna bring out scriptures, man.
Bro, as soon as you try to get somebody to go live, bro, they ain't gonna even want to get on.
They ain't gonna get on.
We're gonna have to come in here just for the smoke, just to see what people on, because they probably, they ain't knowing. They really probably think we playing.
Yeah, bro, he don't. Bro, we really be in the scriptures, bro. But you know, whatever, bro.
That's right up my alley. I'm be ready to. I've been waiting to use this.
What virgin birth?
Waiting to use this precept,
bro. He probably not even like that, bro. People be
right.
This, bro. It's gonna be hard for you to beat brothers if you're not keeping no commandments. I'm gonna just say that.
That's how we already know. Like, ain't no point. Like, bro, you ain't keep like what? What?
Right, to say the least. Hey, melodic.
You can't even follow. You can't follow Christ without keeping no commandments. You can't do it.
You can't, bro. Hey, what is it? John 15. He said, "If you love me, keep my commandments."
Come on, man.
I gotta go get that one, bro. I gotta go because I need to remember it. I gotta go check it out. I gotta go check it out.
The thing is, they be thinking Christ came to do something different, like he changed something, like man. Christ is how they want to switch it up, the Mosaic law and Christ's law. Guess what? It's the same. It's all Yahweh's law.
Hey, bro, this is the dagger right here. He can't even deal with this. He can't even deal with this. He can't even deal with Malachi 3:6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. He can't even deal with that.
You guys are in the Old Testament.
Right, look at this. Look at this. He got to deal with this. Revelations 14:12. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are all they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahweh. So I mean, bro, what do you do about this? I mean, you got to deal with that. You got to. It said the commandments of God, the law of Moses, baby. I mean, you got to. Go ahead, patch yourself up, bro.
I'll cut his ass with. I'm gonna hit him with that 1 John 5:3. Hit him with the classic.
Right. That's what you're talking about.
1 John 5:3.
It says in the commandments, it's not grievous.
You can really start in verse 2. Yeah, not grievous. Yeah, I
can't spell, bro. Tell me why that precept popped in my mind when he first said it. He said that laws is a burden. You don't even understand yet.
Nah, he ain't trying to keep them. That's all that is. I learned when you have conversations with people like that, they just don't want to keep the laws. That's all that means. They don't want no order, no structure. They don't. That's all that goes into. They want to do what they want to do. And the Bible nowhere in the Bible did the Bible tell you to just. I mean, you can do what you want to do, but just know it's a judgment behind everything you do, whether it's good or bad. So hey,
thanks. It ain't gonna go how you think, bro.
It's gonna go how you think.
I'm gonna just read this for you, bro, and I'm gonna close out unless you got any other precepts.
Nah, man. I'm about to go enjoy my festivities, baby.
Yeah.
It's the dedication, man.
Right. 1 John 5:3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. Man, we can stay in 1 John and finish you off, bro.
We ain't gotta leave about it.
We ain't even gotta leave there, but man, all praises to the Most High God, man. We got to really just get in the word, chop it out with brothers. All praises to the Most High God, man. So you ain't got nothing else, all right?
Nah, just the water for breaking bread. Barakatah Shalom.
Khan. All right. Well, with that, we're gonna give all praises to Salakia. Let me get Sirach 43:30. It says, when you glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as you can, for even yet will he far exceed. And when you exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, because you can never go far enough. And with that, we're gonna give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, Shalom.